Hello everyone, welcome to our weekly update. We're going to begin tonight by doing the drawing from last week's weekly update contest. Do you remember what that was?
I do. I remember it's go onto Facebook, onto the Solex AO Scan official Facebook group.
Yes.
And leave a comment saying what it is that you love about the AO Scan technology. And I think we got a lot of entries.
We did get a lot. We got a lot of entries.
Tons of entries.
What are we going to give away?
We're giving away the Bluetooth bone transducer headset.
Yes.
Right?
That's a
signed by
big
Loran in gold. Okay, maybe the gold stuff, but you know, Loran's gonna, maybe he'll blow a kiss to it or something. I don't know.
Okay. All right, so we're gonna draw. We have a lot of entries.
Okay.
Have you draw.
Do I get to draw?
You get to draw.
Oh.
Sorry if we butcher your name.
All right. Monica LaFortune. Monica, congratulations for winning the Bluetooth transducer headset. Well done.
Congrats. We'll send that to you tomorrow.
Yep, well done.
Good job. All right, now we're going to announce our top enrollers for the week of
May 10th to May 16th.
There's one thing I didn't tell you about our top enrollers.
Okay.
We had a tie for second place.
Okay.
Do you want to know how many
we usually
tied?
Do.
Well, we usually do, but not like this. You want to know how many tied?
I don't know, 4.
Close. 6.
6, okay. Rattle off 6 names. Congratulations. That's a lot of work.
That's a lot of work.
That's a lot of work.
Yeah.
Well done. Oh, well, let's recognize every one of them.
Okay.
How can I help?
So the first one is
Anna Heatherly.
David Martin.
Barbara Lent.
Angelique Guidy.
James Duratz.
And Fred Bloem.
Congratulations, everyone. Second place. That's a lot. That's a lot of enrollments. That's a lot of recruiting.
Good job. All right, and our top enroller this week is, can I get a drum roll? That was good. Is the same as last week, Lisa Bowers.
Lisa Bowers. Congratulations, Lisa.
Good
well
job,
done.
Lisa. Congrats. Way
Another
to work hard.
Solex coin.
Another
right?
Solex coin coming to you.
We'll reach out to you.
We have a great call for you tonight, so let's get to it.
All right, good stuff from Loran and Marv and some others.
Hello, everyone. It's good to be back. Another Wednesday night call. Today, I want to talk a little bit about some questions that are coming in on the comprehensive, in particularly how it represents with the intelligence scan. So, again, the intelligence scan is something that helps determine what your body's needing the most attention from your inner voice and your vitals. So let's go back. First thing you want to do when you do a scan that's going to involve comprehensive is you need to do your inner voice. And when you're doing your inner voice, always make sure that you're well hydrated, you've drank some water or your tea or whatever you've got in the morning. Sit down, relax a little bit, clear your thoughts, and then think about a few things that are pressing at the moment. But then balance that with thinking about the things that really bring you joy. So you get both those emotions clear and present. And remember, do not talk about those. So you've got all that done, you're ready, you've prepared yourself mentally, you sit down, and in a quiet room, quiet space, you start off with I am, and then your name, and then just talk for 10 seconds. Talk about the day, the weather, where you went last week, what your children or spouse are doing. Makes no difference. You can read the Dr. Seuss book if you can still get a hold of one. It doesn't matter. Just speak. When that's done, then you want to close out and go to vitals. Again, in the same spot, in that same space, sit down and do a full vitals, the complete vitals. Sit down, put on your bone conducting headset, and then hit scan and let it go through all of those categories in vitals. When that's finished, most important, hit the little button that says frequency optimization. This is critical. So now you're doing that. It's all done. So inner voice and vitals, start to finish, taking your time, no more than 6 minutes. Doesn't take a lot of time, but it's important. And with this, when you're doing your vitals in a comprehensive, 2-3 times a week is all you need. Inner voice as often as you can think about it or feel that you need to, okay? But vitals and comprehensive, 2-3 times a week is all you need. And after a while, you'll get to the point where maybe once a week or once or twice every other week is enough. Listen to your body. Get to know how your body communicates with you, and then follow that. What a change you'll see in your life when you start to listen to how you feel. Your body's talking to you all the time, but we block it out so much. Listen. Okay, so you've done your voice, you've done your vitals. Now you open up your comprehensive. You have 3 choices. You can do inner voice, you can do vitals, or you can do complete or custom. You have 4. All right, so you're not doing another voice scan. You're not doing another vital scan. What you're doing is saying, okay, let's say I just want to see how my emotions are impacting me physically at this moment. Then you just do inner voice. You click inner voice and hit scan. It's only going to look at the things that were emotionally out of balance during your inner voice. Okay. Now let's say what you want to see is how's my biochemistry affecting my body as a whole. Then you'd select vitals. Again, it's not going to scan. It's just going to go back, look at everything that was in vitals after optimization, and see these are the areas that the body has the most chaos in its frequencies. Okay? What I do almost all the time is complete. I want to know how it's all affected me. My emotions, my chemistry, my diet, my toxicity, all of those. I want to see how that's affecting, and then scan and then optimize those. So I generally just do my voice, my vitals, open up comprehensive and hit complete and scan. And I rest for 5 minutes. Let it do its thing. And it's good to not be watching TV or playing with your phone. Give that time to your body to just really focus on what we're trying to accomplish, and that is to see where you need the most balancing in your frequencies in your body. When that's all done scanning, again, hit the button that says optimization and wait till it's finished. Now, if you want to go in and look at the reports and that, feel free, but you don't need to. Do it a few times, get familiar with how your body's connected, that's all good. But what you mostly need to do is just get back in balance, or at least give the body the ability to move back into balance. Once that's all done, close up, or maybe go into quick scan and do a supercharger. Start your day and then hit the road. So again, summarize. Inner voice and vitals and complete, those options that you have in the intelligent scan are going to look at what you did in the inner voice and in the vitals, and then select those things that are in the most chaos. Now you're going to see a lot of the same things come up because our emotions don't really change a whole lot, and physically, as we get older, the same types of issues, our circulation, our diet, our metabolism, all of those things. So you're going to see a lot of the same things. It's because they need them. They need that constant. Just like every morning you get up, you need to eat. Every night you need to sleep. Same thing with your scans. Those things are going to happen. Now the last thing in there is custom. So let's say you're not interested in doing an intelligent scan, but you're having some digestive issues, or you're having some headaches, or maybe some pressure in the chest. All you want to look at is the arteries and veins in the head, upper body, maybe look at the 3 hearts. Custom is where you go in and just take a look at something that you want to zero in on. And so you go in and select those customs, hit scan, and then optimize. That's how comprehensive is designed. That's how it works. Maybe once or twice a year you'll select everything in the custom, but I don't recommend doing that very often because it is a stressful situation frequency-wise on your body. Okay? I hope this helps, and I hope that you'll be disciplined to use this. A few minutes every day could save a trip to the hospital. Could save a lot of things. So use your device, become a product of the product, And until next time, we'll see you next week. Thanks.
Hello everyone. I just have a quick tip on a thing that has come up a few times as far as how to update your credit card in your account or through your back office. And so let's just take the steps here. I'm going to go into Sam Space's account as usual. Here I am on his back office account. I've logged in through office2.solexnation.com, put in his username and password, and here I am on his homepage. And so once you're here, what you're going to do is you're going to go over to the Orders tab with this icon over here that says Orders and shows the shopping cart. Within the shopping cart, you're going to see Manage Subscription. Now, this is where you can do everything that you need to do regarding managing the subscription. You want to change the subscription, you want to change the date, you want to update the credit card. This is where you do it. Of course, if you were to just place an a la carte order, you would go up here and place an order. In that process, you can add a credit card at checkout. But for changing the card, once you have already set up your automatic shipment for your subscription service, you just click on Manage Subscription. Here, Sam already has a subscription for the premium service. What we want to do over here is we're going to click on Edit. But before we do that, let me just point out one other thing while we're in this space, and it's here on the bottom right. If you wanted to delete your subscription altogether, and edit and just delete it entirely and start all over, fresh, brand new. Once you deleted this automatic order, you would go down here on this same screen to this plus button on the bottom right. With this plus button, you can then click on this and then select a new service for auto ship. We're not doing that today, but I wanted to bring that to your attention because a few people have asked, well, where do I go? How do I add my subscription to my account? Okay, so for Sam, we're going to go in, we're going to edit. We want to change the credit card on file. Right now, Sam has this 9977 credit card. He doesn't want to use that credit card anymore, so we click this drop down and you can see there's a trash can next to the credit card. Fine, we can just click that. Hey, if you get rid of this, you aren't going to have a payment method. The warning comes up, so just make sure you add a payment method. Well, we know we're going to do that because we're changing what card we want this to go onto. So first we're going to go in here and add the credit card. The one thing that is important here is you're going to see this pop-up that says, allow the merchant to store the card. It's important that you agree to this. If you don't agree, it's not going to have the card added. What this does, because the nature of an ongoing service, meaning future months, if you don't do anything to change it, we're going to transact the order. We need that credit card on file. And so what you want to do is click agree. If you click disagree, obviously, like I said, it's going to go back to the screen that you were on before until you do agree. By agreeing, you can then go up here, put in your credit card information, the expiration date, the card code, your name, what the billing address is for that credit card, and then you're going to save it down here on the bottom. Now, I'm not going to put we're in the live environment, so I'm not going to put a live credit card in for this, but normally you would just fill it out like any other shopping cart. Put the digits of the card in, expiration, that special code on the back or the front if it's an American Express, and then put your personal billing information in there. Once that is in, then the card can be saved. So we're not actually going to save the card at this point, and so to get out, all I'm going to do is click the X here on add a payment. We're not adding a payment. We're going to keep the one we have on file. But once that second payment is in here, you can then remove the other payment that you have on file, and then it leaves you with the one payment. In order to save the changes, you verify that you're okay with the terms of shipping, of charging, and the items involved, and then save that transaction. Once that's done, you're all ready to go. You're all set. So that's how you update your credit card on your subscription. I hope that helped.
Sacred geometry are geometric shapes that have deep metaphysical meaning behind them. Besides being beautiful, they often have interesting mathematical properties and loads of history and symbolism. These geometric designs have been used by humans since ancient times in art, decor, and in religious and spiritual contexts. Recently, there's a renewed interest in these elegant and cool-looking shapes, and people are using them to explore their place in the universe. Solex uses two sacred geometric symbols in our beautiful logo. We start with the key to the universe, or six-pointed hexagram, a common shape used in many religions and cultures around the world. It's made from two opposite triangles which represent the masculine and feminine interlocking in perfect harmony. The hexagram reminds us of our place in the world, halfway between earth and sky, and at the epicenter of our own personal power. Next, we apply the beautiful seed of life symbol that has been around for centuries. From Egypt to India to Greece to Renaissance Italy to the modern day, this symbol has captured the minds and imaginations of holy men, philosophers, and even scientists as people have tried to unlock the meaning contained within. The symbol is made up of 7 circles, 1 in the center and 6 others placed around it. These circles are not just touching, they overlap. The overlapping pattern of the 7 circles creates a design of interlocking rings with what looks like a small blooming flower in the middle. The seed of life is the basis for all creation and the universe as we know it. The key to the seed of life is the circle. And in sacred geometry, circles represent cycles as well as encompassing things. In this case, the 7 circles are often compared to the 7 days of creation, with the different circles being ascribed to different points in the universe's making. The overlapping of the circles shows that these events did not happen independently of each other. Instead, each circle is intimately connected to the next, building atop what came before it. Da Vinci compared the seed of life to music, pointing out that the distance between the spheres is also the same as the distance between notes, drawing a clear correlation between this visual representation and the symmetry of sound. The area where the circles cross, where the edge of one circle lies in the center of the other, is also considered a symbol of unity and power. This particular part of the symbol is associated with photons as well, making it literally a symbol of light, which shows how life moves through creation. The circling of its components, each held by bonds, could also be seen as a metaphor for molecules, if one wanted to draw that particular correlation. The seed of life acts as a constant reminder to you of the flow of energy through the universe and that you are a connection between countless parts of the universe. In this way, a representation of the seed of life can act as a conduit, keeping you plugged into the constant flow of the universe, ensuring that fresh energy travels in and through you, sweeping away negativity and helping you overcome obstacles and difficulties. Complex geometric forms are said to be even more powerful than simpler ones, as their numerous intersecting points resonate higher energies. When combined together, the seed of life and the key to the universe form the essence of synchronicity that governs the universe. Interestingly, physicist, inventor, and engineer Nikola Tesla used elements found in the Solex logo to describe the synchronicity he found in the interrelationship of the numbers 3, 6, and 9, represented by 3 circles, intersected by 3 lines that form 3 angles. The number 3 represents energy. The number 6 represents frequency. The number 9 represents vibration. Resonance is illustrated by vibration stimulating more vibration through the process of entrainment that results in synchronicity. Our logo is a representation of 3, 6, and 9 joined together through resonance. The circles represent energy, the lines represent frequency, the angles represent vibration. The 2 resulting symbols coming together represent resonance and result in the Solex logo. In our business, we use energy, frequency, vibration, and resonance to bless each life we touch. The word Solex comes from the Latin verb solari, to console or provide soothing relief. As a noun, solari has reference to the sun, our earthly source of light and life. While studying more about the sun, we learned that recent discoveries suggest our solar system is actually a solar vortex that travels through space at 70,000 miles an hour. According to this theory, the sun literally drags the planets in its wake. As a nod to this new concept, solex is a derivative of the words solar and vortex. We hope to have that kind of pull or effect on your universal well-being. Our life-changing technology educates you about the chaos in your body and then recommends how it can be organized to best optimize how you experience life. In every sense, AOScan's technology is an owner's manual for your body. Our mission is to help each life we touch master quantum living by allowing all experiences to be empowering. By this we mean that if you choose to allow it, everything in your life can be empowering, whether it's good or bad, kind or cruel, bitter or sweet.
Hi again. Time of the week for us to answer some questions that are coming in from the field. So let's get started. One of the first questions that came in is, how do we use the weight management in the SEFI? Carefully. So weight management. It doesn't matter if you're overweight, need to lose a few pounds, or underweight, need to gain a few pounds. Weight management or weight control in the SEFI and in the quantum reach is all about getting the body's frequencies for metabolism back in sync. So it doesn't matter if it's trying to gain or trying to lose, it's about getting back into balance. Again, everything in our body is balance. Balance. If we're always happy, we'll never appreciate being happy because we didn't have the sadness. So everything is a balance. When we're either overweight or underweight, something is not in sync with our body's frequencies, and that causes us to have a poor metabolism. We don't lose weight, and even more important than that is we don't really absorb the nutrient from the foods that we eat. So those things in SEFI are only there to help put that homeostasis frequency, or that frequency, back into homeostasis. So that's what those are for. Okay, another question that comes up often is there a way to send frequencies, the SEFI frequencies, quantum reach, quantum frequency, flowers, all those, to multiple people at the same time? And the answer to that is no, not right now, but yes, real soon. It's in the process, just like the playlist. That took a little bit of time to get the playlist in there, and now that you're able to do a playlist, the next step is being able to have the ability to make multiple playlists or one playlist for multiple people. So that's in the process. When that step is done, and that could be in a few weeks, the next one is a scheduling. That's one of the other questions that comes up is, will we be able to schedule the playlist to come on automatically at a certain time? Like you can set it to come on at 2 o'clock in the morning for my friends in Australia, or my etc. You can do that. And the other thing too is, when you're sending frequency, it doesn't matter what time of day and night, if they're awake or asleep, sending the frequencies, you're just sending the frequencies. Not like a cell phone to waking somebody up. You're just sending that energy out to them through the ether, the quantum field. So those are the things coming. Soon you'll be able to do multiple people at the same time, or multiple playlists at the same time. And then right after that, within a few weeks, you'll be able to do scheduling, so that you can have a playlist that will come on at 8 in the morning, and then another one that comes on at noon, and etc. You get the point. So those things are in the works, and just ask you to be patient for them as we put these together. But yeah, those are in the works. Okay, another question that comes up is, somebody asked, how do they get flooded with negative ions? The easiest way is to go stand under a waterfall. You'll get all those negative ions, and you'll be definitely flooded with them. But short of that, the best way to do it is with an energy bracelet, or an energy necklace, or energy insoles. Those are putting those negative ions right in to your body, right there, and that's going to be a more immediate and a more long-lasting way to flood the body with negative ions. The grounding that's in the quick scan, that is not doing anything with negative ions, and that was part of the question, was, is that part of the negative ions? And no. The grounding is helping get your body's frequency to be more in line with the Earth's inherent frequency, so that you're more grounded to the Earth. Has nothing to do with the negative ions. And the shielding that's in there doesn't have anything to do with the negative ions either. What it's doing is building, for lack of a better word, an energy shield around your body, so that you're not absorbing so much of other energies, or even more importantly, not allowing your energies and your biases to affect somebody else. So really powerful tools. And again, if you're working with somebody, and even with yourself, ground yourself, shield yourself, get rid of that negative energy, and that way you're going to find that your results will be more positive, not only with you, but with those you work with. Now, the next question that kind of follows with that is, if I imprint energies into something, whether it's a bracelet or a ring or sugar pills or something, and I want to send it to somebody, how's the best way to do that to where the energy is protected, the frequencies that have been imprinted? The best way really is whatever it is that you've imprinted, take it and wrap it in a little bit of tin foil. Then put that in whatever you're going to ship to somebody. That'll help, because almost every single package that is shipped now goes through an X-ray machine at least once, and in most cases twice, the point that it was shipped and the place where it's received. And so that tin foil does help with that. Also, if you're going through TSA at the airport and you've got things that you've imprinted, it's best to put those in some tin foil, and as it goes through the X-ray, it's shielded to some degree. And if you've got sugar pills, most times if you'll show those to the TSA person running the machine and let them know these are special medicines that shouldn't be in the X-ray, most of the times they'll allow those to go around. How long does the frequency stay in those things is another question that comes up, and that depends on a lot of things. One, what was imprinted? If it's water, not very long. If it's a water with a 10% alcohol base, about 7 times longer. If it's a sugar pill and it's been done well, it's been in one of the foil boxes and wrapped in some tin foil, that can last probably a month or two with a really good level of its original energy. Remember, whenever you imprint things, they shouldn't be near a microwave or a phone or any electronic device, definitely not next to your computer. And if it's something you're wearing, you probably want to re-imprint that a lot more often, because it's not only is it giving you the energy that you imprinted into it, but it's also absorbing the energies that are within you and around you. So if you get into some type of a quarrel with somebody, or you get angry about something, you've pretty much muddied the water, so to speak, with that energy that's been imprinted. Take it off, clear it, clean it, re-imprint it. I hope that answers the question. Okay, so this last question is going to be basically multiple questions in one. I'm just going to try and address some of these things that have come in. And I'm going to start this answer with a preface that the AOScan software is not a diagnostic tool. We don't diagnose, treat, or cure. It's an educational tool. And some of the questions that you're sending in are great questions, and I know the intent behind the questions are pure. However, they lean towards diagnostic answers, and we just can't go that path, nor should you. As I've said to you in the past, and I'm sure I'll say it to you again, listen to your inner soul. Listen to what your body tells you. All right, so with that preface, let me go through some of these as quickly as I can. When you ask us, what frequency should I use for a X, whatever that issue is, we will not be able to answer that question. So I just hope you understand it's nothing personal. It's a question we can't answer. Some of these other questions, what's the difference between the frequencies for allergies or a broken bone or surgeries or whatever? They're all different frequencies. There are very specific algorithms written for every single one of these types of conditions. And if you've got, let's say, sinuses in quantum reach and you've got allergies in quantum frequencies, those frequencies will not be the same. There's no crossover. They are specific algorithms written for those particular types of energy disruptions. And so they are different based on how they're utilized. Now, how is that not diagnosing? It's a really good question. We're not diagnosing. These are just frequencies that have been isolated. We know when we look at red, we know it's red. And we know that the frequency for red is 630 to 660 nanometers. We also know that when there's a frequency disruption with allergies or hay fever or broken bone, they have very specific signatures, frequency signatures, and all we've done is catalog those. And those are in your device, so that when you go to select one of those, we've not diagnosed it, we're not treating it, we're not curing it, we're just putting a frequency out there that is supposed to help balance that frequency that's in chaos. That's all. And so as you get more and more familiar with your software and more comfortable with the way you'll deal with it, and as you start to work with yourself and other people, you'll start to see those correlations. And I think it'll start to make more sense to you with that. And I know that sounds like we're trying to skirt a lot of issues, and we are. We are. But not intentionally. It's understand, we've got to help you understand this is educational. Learn from this. Teach with this. Do not diagnose with this. Another thing that we're hearing from the field, that if they select something in the SEFI and they activate it and they let it run continuously and they turn the volume down, we've had people tell us that if they set it for sleep, they sleep better than they've ever slept, and it just runs all night with no volume. Remember, you're dealing with a frequency and an energy. You're not dealing with the sound. The sound is there to help you know that something's happening. All right, and then the last one I'm going to stop with on this one is, what do the geometric video imaging on the SEFI, what are they doing? What's their purpose? They're a powerful amplifier. That's all that they are. They're sacred geometry put into a video with different colors and frequencies of movement. And as they play that frequency that you've selected, it's like turning the volume all the way up to 10 on the volume scale. It's just an amplifier. You don't need to look at it. In fact, it might even make you dizzy if you do. They're just there to amplify the frequencies you're doing. So I hope that these answers have helped you with some of the questions come in. Please keep them coming in, and we'll answer the ones that we can, and we'll skirt the ones we can't. Have a great day.
Everybody, thank you so much for coming tonight. We're so happy to have you here. We had a great call and so happy that you were part of it. We want you to share away. Tell everybody to go on YouTube and find this call tonight and watch it, and let us know how we're doing. We want to improve every time, every week along the way. But we got to give something away.
What would we give away?
I don't know what we should give away.
I think we're too cool for school.
Oh, dear.
Okay.
Let's give away some glasses.
Let's give away some glasses,
well,
right?
That's what I meant. Because they're pretty cool.
They are pretty cool. And so let's give away some glasses. What are they going to do?
For every new subscription that you get enrolled in the next 5 days, by Monday midnight, everyone you that enrolls, you get one entry into a drawing for a set of the Lightwave glasses.
Perfect. So if I enroll 3 people, I get 3 entries.
You get 3 entries.
Okay.
Well, you maybe.
But
most people would get 3.
Can I pick the round ones?
You know, we have a limited supply of the round. So if you get picked, you're the one that gets the prize. You get to select either round or the cool ones.
Or the too cool for school Marv ones.
There we go.
Enjoy those.
Blue.
Have a good night.
All right, everybody. Have a good night. Bye-bye.